good to have you back, sir.
Thank you. It's good to be back on.
So please, can you tell us more about your album Glory 5? I heard you talking about superstar. You said you are not a superstar and you were giving the credit to Jesus. I don't know, the humility I saw there. Can you just give us an insight about it?
Well, I mean, obviously, the song Superstar is just trying to redirect who should actually have the glory for whatever we turn out to be in life. I wrote that song in 1983, and I first presented it at the Living Spring Music Festival in Ife, at the Obafemi Awolowo University. And when I sang the song, it was just with an acoustic guitar. It really caught the attention of people, because everyone was expecting to hear what I was going to say. So when it got to the point and I said, Jesus is the one who made me who I am, Jesus is the one who gave me the songs I sang, and Jesus is the one who died to make me free, he is the superstar. The kind of applause that greeted that phrase, he is the superstar, was such an amazing praise and worship to the Lord, and I just felt satisfied that this is exactly it. And who should be taking the glory for really who we are? It is our Creator. When he created us, he gave us an assignment. That assignment came with the ability to be able to execute the assignment. And when we begin to think that, it is our muscles, either brain muscle or physical muscles, that have given us, this abilities to be able to do these things, then, it's all, fallacy, it's falsehood. So I've come to realize that whoever I am and whatever I will turn out to be in life is all credit to the Most High God. So he is really the superstar. Secondly, I wanted to also discredit the movie Jesus the Superstar that was done to depict Jesus Christ as a homosexual. And that movie was released in the 70s, I think. It was in the 70s. Jesus Christ, superstar, and when I watched that movie, I saw how terrible they tried to paint the picture of my Lord and my Savior, the one who delivered me, healed me of a disease I was carrying for 6 years. And I said, no, someone needed to counter this information and let the people get the right perspective about who Jesus Christ really is. And so that's the second reason for writing and releasing that song, Superstar.
Alright, sir, who is Dr. Panam Percy boy? Because even I, for one, when I was this little boy, I was thinking, if someone would have asked me, do you know Dr. Panam Percy Paul, where is he from? I would have just quickly say he's a black American. Can you just tell us, who is Dr. Panam Percy Paul, where are you from?
It's actually very interesting that, from the beginning, a lot of people thought I was American. Well, maybe because of my accent, which I've done everything possible to discard. I've tried to get this, Ask Myers stuff out of my tongue, but I mean that was due to my upbringing anyway, because I was raised up by the North American Baptist. So my whole primary school was affected by the American, tradition and culture. And I wasn't born in America. I was born here in Nigeria. I was born in Kaduna. I grew up in Kaduna, Zaria, schooled in Zaria, schooled in Kaduna, and when I was done with my initial, graduate studies, I moved over to Jos, where I've lived for the past 36 years. And Panam is the second born in a family of 4 children. I had an elder brother, Philip Paul Mukunga, who passed on some 18 years ago. And I have 2 younger sisters who are all into ministry. And my father was a military officer, and interestingly, he was my first music teacher. He started teaching me, music in 1961 when he brought an accordion from Congo during the Congo uprising. And when he came back to Nigeria with the accordion, he said to me, "Let me teach you how to play." And 1960, I'm sorry. So I started playing that, and then by 1961, he saw how good I was. Said to me, "Okay, I'll teach you to play the harmonica, which is the mouth organ." So he taught me to play that, and when I picked the mouth organ, it became my instrument number one. And so noticing that I had this flair and this, aptitude, a musical aptitude, he said, and then the best thing to do is to send you to a music teacher that will really teach you very well. So I was sent to one Mr. J.S. Kwan, who trained my voice and taught me to read and write music for 5 years. So this is my musical beginning. Today I am married to my lovely royal girlfriend, Tina, and we have 4 children, adopted 6, inherited 4, and so life has really been good. We have a lot, we're just blessed with so many grandchildren.
So sir, I don't know, the voice, if I'm going to consider your age and listening to your song in those days and listening to it now, I suppose your voice should have been cracking by now, but the voice is still, sounding very good and sweet. What's the secret behind it?
Well, that's the difference between an amateur and a professional. As a professional, you get to have the knowledge on how to deal with your voice, how to nurture and nourish your voice so you don't get to lose anything at all. Everyone's voice is his identity, and you never really get to lose your voice because it has a particular frequency, it has its dynamics, it has its potency, and it is mandatory for anybody who must be a good singer to really watch over and protect his voice. And that's what I've done over these years.
Sorry. Does it have to do with what you eat?
Well, to an extent, not completely, but to an extent, yes. It has to do with what you eat. So I've been singing now for the past 51 years, and I've never lost my voice. So right from the time I started, from 1964, when I started playing and singing in the club, I gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ and went into ministry in 1974. So from 74 till now, which is 41 years, I've never lost my voice.
So interesting. So lastly, I just want to ask you, what will you advise the upcoming artists, those who aspire to be like you?
The difference here is knowing what is an artist, who is an artist, and who is a minister. I stand to differ that I'm not an artist, I'm a minister. Other people who are artists behave like one. To be an artist or a music artist is actually to be one who uses his gift to bring amusement. And I don't bring amusement, I bring answers. As a minister, I reach out to people to be able to change their circumstances. I reach out to their hearts to be able to bring answers to their situations, to give them a hope, a sense of direction in life. Artists don't do that. Artists simply focus on themselves. Whatever they do is supposed to bring benefit to themselves. But what I do is not to bring benefit to myself, but to bring benefit to the person who listens to me. And that's the difference between artistry and ministry. And so to the upcoming music minister, I would say you need to really build a beautiful relationship with God, because that is the beginning and the end of the whole aspect of ministry. You cannot minister unless you have received the ministry. You won't know how people ache and how painful certain situations are in people's lives. If you think that you want to sing and bring about answers to people, then you need to really get involved with the creator of that person. He is the one that will tell you what is going on in that person's life and give you the answers, so that when you say a word or sing a phrase, it will just appear as if you really sat with that person. In fact, it will look as if you are really prying into that person's life to be able to sing those words that really mean so much to them. So I would say, if you want to be an artist, I leave that to you. But if you want to be a minister, then I'll say work on your relationship with God. However, you cannot divorce artistry in music. So what we do as music ministers is we also work to become so proficient musically, whether it is singing, whether it's playing any of the instruments. You learn it as if that is what your life is hanging on. And so when you have both, right at your fingertips, then you become one to be reckoned with. So nobody would see you and just think, hey, you're just a novice, you're just doing this thing out of the flair, just for pleasure. No, but you're doing it as a professional, as one who really knows his onions.
Finally, sir, I was told that you were in a program, and after ministering in that program, you made a statement. You talked about movie, that you're going to be involved in movie. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, the gift of music and movie making, they're probably tied together, because songwriting is actually storytelling, just like movie making is storytelling. So yes, I've written quite a number of scripts. It will interest you to know that Bring Down the Glory 2 is actually a movie script. Glory 3 is a movie script. Master of the Universe is actually a movie. So I just took the songs from the movies and released them. But I'm looking forward to putting my acts together and getting into making the movies of all these albums, and of course even much more. So certainly, yes, I'm going into movie making.
So it's been nice talking to you, sir, on Pan African Television.
You're very welcome, Pan Africa.
You're watching your number one choice station, Pan African Television, a life of advertisement. Visit us today on www.panafricatv.blogspot.com, YouTube, www.youtube.com/panafricatv.com. Follow us on Twitter at PanAfricaTV. You will see all your favorite actors and actresses, movie making, interviews, soulmate products and activity. To place advert on our television station, call this number +234 80 08125334910. Pan Africa Television, a life of advertisement.